back again with another reaction video, and today I'll be reacting to this video called The Girl Horror Story Animated, and I'll be reacting to the mysterious voice I heard at 3 a.m. So if you guys enjoy this video, make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below for more reaction videos and more story times. And yeah, y'all, let's get straight into it.
Home. At first, I was just enjoying my time alone, watching Netflix and doing some fun stuff.
Yeah, y'all, let's get straight into it.
My name is Caitlin. This incident happened when I was 14 years old, and I will never forget this memory. One day, I was at home alone at my house. My mom was still at the office late at night, and my two siblings were at my grandparents' house, which was kind of far away from my home. At first, I was just enjoying my time alone, watching Netflix and doing some fun stuff. However, after a while, I got pretty bored, so I decided to invite some of my friends over. I asked my mom for permission and then called my friends to invite them over. A few moments later, while I was waiting for them, I heard a loud bang upstairs. I was sure that there was no one else upstairs. So I stood up and looked up the stairs with an anxious look on my face. When I was near the stairs, I could see that one of my dolls had fallen. I picked it up, and when I straightened my back, something caught my attention. A little girl was standing upstairs. Well, I could feel that she was staring at me, even though I couldn't see her face clearly due to the darkness. I was terrified, and then someone rang the doorbell. I ran to see who it was, and luckily, my friends had arrived. Thank God, it was a moment of relief that my friends came over at the right time. Soon, I got my mind off of the girl I saw. We sat down in the living room and had fun talking with each other. An hour later, one of my friends suggested that we should take some pictures together, so we gathered around one another. We took several selfies while laughing and chatting. Later, as we scrolled through the pictures, we found something. There was a little girl standing behind our couch. What made us even more terrified was the fact that she had no face. I mean, her face was just an empty darkness. No eyes, no nose, and no mouth. Being terrified, I told Cassie to delete that picture right away. However, she said that something was wrong with her cell phone. I snatched the phone out of her hands and tried to delete it. But no matter what we tried, we couldn't delete the picture. Then we heard loud thumps. It sounded like someone's footsteps were coming from upstairs, and our light was flickering on and off at the same time. We thought that we couldn't stay inside anymore, so we rushed outside in a hurry. One of my friends, Christina, suddenly pointed at my bedroom window and said that there was someone in there. I raised my eyes up and followed her finger, and there she was. It was the same faceless girl we had seen in the picture. My friends and I screamed. I called my mom and explained everything. My mom couldn't believe what I told her, so she made me calm down and said that she would be home in 5 minutes. After she arrived home, she searched the entire house, but she couldn't find any trace of the girl. I hoped that it was just our imaginations. However, we soon decided to move out of the house because I kept seeing the girl after that incident. We finally moved, and from then on, my mom never wanted me to be home alone, so I always stayed with my siblings. I still have no clue why the girl haunted me, but I think it was because she wanted us to get out of the house. Well, I'm just glad that I don't see that girl in my new house.
See, y'all, this is why I don't watch stuff like this, because this make me be paranoid. Like, bruh, I wouldn't know what to do. I really wouldn't know what to do. Like, if I kept seeing a girl in my house over and over and over again, I wouldn't even want to be there. I really wouldn't even want to be there. I would have literally told my mom, I'm going to have to live with my dad because this is not going to work. 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 Not with someone harassing me like that. But, yeah, y'all, let's get straight into the next video. Okay, y'all, let's get straight into the second video.
My name is Arnie. A couple of years ago in the summer, we moved into a new house that was much bigger than our old house. The inside of the house was very huge. Everybody was satisfied with the house. But for some reason, I couldn't get rid of the unnerving feeling. One night, I stayed up late, alone, watching some scary movies on my phone. All of a sudden, I heard what sounded like someone singing. At first, I thought maybe I was just paranoid, or it was coming from the movie I was watching. However, it kept going for like 15 minutes, even though I turned down the volume. I looked at my watch and it was almost 3 a.m. It sounded like a woman, and her voice would get very close to my room. Then it would slowly move through our halls. And then, after a few minutes, it vanished. I was creeped out, but I eventually went back to bed because nothing I could do about it. When I woke up in the morning, I asked my mother and sister if they had heard someone singing last night. They just shook their heads, and they even asked me if I was okay. I was puzzled by this. So the next night, I decided to stay up to see if the woman would sing again. Later that night, I was almost falling asleep, but then I heard it again. The time was exactly 3 a.m. I was so scared, too scared to go see who or what it was. I was pretty sure that I was the only one who was awake in the house. So I went out into the hallway quietly, and when I turned my head toward the hallway, I froze in fear. There was a woman who I've never seen before standing at the end of the long hallway and staring at me with a blank look. She was wearing a white dress, had long, straight black hair, and was singing that same bone-chilling song that I heard when I was in my room. I wanted to run back to my bed, but I couldn't move my legs for some reason. Then, the woman started slowly moving toward me. And what I noticed at that moment still gives me a chill to this day. She wasn't walking, but I could say that she was rather hovering a couple inches off the ground. As she was coming closer and closer, I could see that her mouth was almost ripping, and that was the most horrible thing I've ever seen in my life. I eventually passed out, and when I woke up in a panic, it was 3:30 a.m. I looked around the dark hallway, but she wasn't there anymore. Well, we still live in that house, and I've heard that dreaded singing from that woman moving throughout my house about twice a month. I told my friends about it, but no one ever believed me. I just hope that no one else has to experience this terrifying thing.
That be the crazy part of it all. When something like that happens to people, nobody seems to believe them. Nobody seems to believe you. No one. Like, you could literally tell them. Like, I remember this one time. I was like younger. I'll never forget this. Like, I had some girl in my room. But it might have just been my imagination, or it might have not have been. It might have been me actually seeing stuff. I remember me seeing this girl with a piano in my room, and she would just play the piano and just stare at me. But y'all gotta think, when I was younger, what I seen is different than what I see now. Like, my third eye was open when I was younger than now. Like, my third eye's closed, so I don't be seeing what these younger kids see. Like, that's why our parents say little kids can see spirits, because your third eye's open when you're a kid. So I remember me just seeing this dark-skinned girl sitting there playing a piano, and I would like tell my mom about it, and she wouldn't believe me. She would literally make me sleep in my room every freaking night in this big house. It's always the big houses in that room, and she would come in my room, like, not every night, but it would be like occasionally. Like, I would have sleep paralysis. I remember I woke up one time and I couldn't talk. I remember me like trying to wake my mom up and they wouldn't wake up, but it might have been a lucid dream. I don't know, but that stuff's real, y'all. That stuff's real. Y'all gotta look out for stuff like that when it comes to little kids of the age of like 4 to like 6, 7. Like, those, when your kid tells you they see something, they're not tripping. They see something. And y'all gotta think, siblings, young kids, whatever, they don't be lying. Like, you really gotta look out for that type of stuff, because these demons they don't be playing. They don't want you in their crib. When they die in that crib, their spirit stay in that crib. And that's what it is. And if they don't want you in the crib, they gonna haunt you. They gonna haunt you until you get out. They gonna haunt you. But I hope y'all enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and leave a comment down below. And yeah, y'all, I'm out.